Dr. Vijay Agarwalji, Dr. Lallu Joseph, Dr. Nalla Palaniswamy, Dr. Manivannan, Dr. Satish Devdhar, Dr. Ezequiel Garcia, President and Board and members of the ISQA, others distinguished guests present here at this prestigious conference at Chennai. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இந்த மதிப்புமிக்க சுகாதார மானிட்டல் நான் உங்களுடன் கலந்து கொள்வதில் மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சியை அடைகிறேன். I feel very happy to be here in Chennai and admit you all in this prestigious conference. I have a strong view that one must first start speaking in mother tongue, later brother tongue, afterwards any other tongue, no problem. Because you have to convey your original thoughts. But at the same time, I know that we are in an international conference. So we must speak to the people, the language which the maximum number of people understand. I always believe that mother tongue is like eyesight. English is like spectacles. If you have eyesight, spectacles will work. If you don't have eyesight, even if you wear Ray-Ban glass also, Zuban se kuch aayega nahi. So, why I am insisting this is, doctors must speak to the patients in their respective language. The common people, in their local language. When you go to an expert, you can't expect him to speak in the local language. But the local, I'm talking of the people in the profession, at the various levels, to see to it that they communicate to the people in their respective mother tongue first. And secondly, I also have an appeal to the medical fraternity, because as an youngster in my native place, Naidu, whenever there was a health problem, we used to go to doctor. Doctors those days used to spend a lot of time with the patient and used to make a lot of inquiries and also used to touch the hand and then analyze and then make a recommendation. Now the people who come to me, the complaint they make is, nowadays when I go to medical professionals, they don't touch our hand, they don't spend much time, they look to the pad and then start writing MRI, scan, this, that and all tests. After that only they speak to us. I'm sorry to say this. It's an international conference. But please understand the important duty of a medical professional is to interact with the patient. That gives him or her solace, confidence that doctor has understood my problem and doctor is paying attention to my problem. The moment you write prescriptions about various tests and all, they are not that much happy. This is one thing I want to say. Second thing I want to say today is, during my student days, when I did not enter into politics, people used to say three things. Three things are important. They are like a mission. Mission, not machine. Mission. One is politics. Second is education. Third is health. These are three missions. We must carry them like a mission without commission, giving any remission or doing any omission. We must have passion for the nation, to the people and their problems. I don't expect medical professionals to see to it that the patients are not charged anything. It's not possible. Doctors also, they spend a lot of money to come to this position. And they also incurred huge expenditure in getting all the machinery equipment and also the personnel that are working in the medical field. They all need to be paid. But what I am saying is, that is inevitable. But don't take it as a commission. or do any omission on the basis of not getting the commission. This is a pious duty. God has given you this great opportunity. God has given to me, people like me, also great opportunity to come to politics, to occupy positions, ministerial positions. And people expect us to see them, to address their problems with sympathy and empathy. Mere sympathy will not suffice, empathy. My dear friends, I am very happy to attend the 10th edition of the flagship annual conference of the Consortium of Accredited Healthcare Organization, CAHO, titled CAHOCON 2026, which is also said to be the first international Society for Quality in Healthcare regional conference for South Asia here in this prestigious city, Chennai. Earlier it was known as Madras during the British period. Now it is Chennai, Chennapatnam. I am told that this landmark 3-day event makes a significant milestone for healthcare quality in the region. I learned that over the past decade, CAHOCON has evolved into one of India's most influential platforms for advancing healthcare quality. Clinicians, hospital leaders, policy makers, quality professionals and innovators. Seen against the backdrop of this event, it represents a defining moment in this journey, reinforcing the nation's growing leadership role in global quality healthcare. India is moving forward. Indian people, they have inherent knowledge, irrespective of whatever profession this land, this water, this air has something special. That's why a lot of Indians, they have become CEOs of the multinational companies, various companies. And also even in US, I'm told, my friends told me, of course, I visited the US at least 10 times. They told me that even the foreigners, if they have any problem, they try to consult an Indian physician because they have more confidence in that. I'm not trying to differentiate between Indians and others. That is the quality of the healthcare in this great country. I'm certain that all of you experts gathered here will hold deliberations on leveraging technology effectively in various fields of healthcare, as also focus on the human touch, which lies at the core of ethical and high-quality healthcare. My dear sisters and brothers, and delegates from other countries, we need to look at the fact that bridging the gap between urban and rural healthcare in India requires a thoughtful blend of technology, accessibility, and a patient-centric approach, and also affordability. I was talking to Dr. Vijay Agarwalji. I am happy that he has mentioned it in his speech also. Quality is important. At the same time, affordability also, because in India, we have more than 55% of the people living in the rural areas. They do not have accessibility to the health care adequately. They have adequately. And secondly, they cannot afford a higher amount for their health care. That's why I am of the view, because I was legislator, MLA, I was MP 4 times, then I was minister in the center, both for rural development as well as urban development. With all my experience, what I am suggesting is that the government should stop all other freebies. Now, you know, wonderful promises are made that if you vote for us, we'll give you a refrigerator. Refrigerator for what? And some people are promising laptops. Some people are promising different things. What I personally feel is, with all my humble experience, don't give anything free to anybody. For the poorer people who can't afford to have food means, for them of course food grains are given by Government of India at an affordable 2 rupee kilo. But other things you did not give. Give 2 things free. I am for free of 2 things. One is health care, second is education. You spend your money on that. Let the governments prioritize health care and education. Spend money, and for the poorer people provide free treatment. That is the real free service, rather than giving this all temptations, bus free. First they said woman free. Then now they are latest adding men also free. Don't sit at home, take the bus, go around, and then go to Paris. Paris is my place here. And then go to other market, Coimbatore market, purchase half kilo tomatoes and come back because bus is free. What is all this happening? I am not able to understand. I am not blaming any party. I am not blaming local party or national party. No party is an exception. Every party is making promises left and right at the time of election. Do they have adequate budget? Question mark. Do they have enough resources in the state? Do their budget provide for all these things? It's a big question. This will look, for some people may feel aggrieved why Venkaiah Naidu is speaking like this. Yes, I wanted to speak on that subject because I am seeing this race for freebies is going on. There is a saying in Telugu as well as English also. Don't give him a fish, but try to make him to learn how to catch a fish. Don't give fish freely, because if you give fish Koramenu in the afternoon, he will ask for bocha in the night. He will ask for other quality, because it's free. But teach him how to catch a fish, then he will know the difficulty and labor in that. This is what is required for the governments. Don't think I am getting into politics. I am no more into politics. I am retired but not tired. I go to the people, go to the colleges, go to universities, go to IITs, go to various conferences and share my thoughts because I have humble experience of nearly 55 to 60 years in public life. And what all I have learned, I want to give back to the society, to the younger generation, and also want to take feedback from the younger generation and pass it on to the government. Whether they implement it or not, that's this thing. But I feel it's my duty as a citizen of India, a responsible person who has held a number of other responsibilities to the government at the state and central level. My dear friends, while cities benefit from advanced hospitals and specialists, rural areas often struggle with the shortage of doctors, shortage of infrastructure, timely care. Technology can play a transformative role in narrowing this divide. Now we have the social media. Of course, part of it has become anti-social media. You get all nonsense in the YouTubes. The heading is something. Don't take headline as a deadline. Try to have your own line. Because inside you go to the YouTube, there is nothing like a headline. This is what is happening in the social media. Part of the social media is very useful, very constructive, socially cohesive. But part of the social media is becoming anti-social media. And the second thing is, now we are going to have AI already. AI. The human touch, I am worried because there are a lot of experts. I am worried if you rely more on AI, artificial intelligence, then the human touch will get reduced. So you have to combine both the human touch as well as the intelligence and then try to reach people to the maximum possible extent and take care of their needs. This is my advice to all the youngsters who are going into this AI. Digital literacy must be improved in rural regions. Often people in the underprivileged communities delay or avoid treatment due to financial constraints. As we tend to observe, government-supported health infrastructure and also government-supported health insurance scheme, low-cost diagnostic services and subsidized medicines can reduce this burden. So the government of India, the government of different states, they must enhance the health budget. This is my appeal to all of them because as we move on, because of our changing lifestyle, food habits and all, lot of new diseases, non-communicable diseases, even cancer, even diabetic is spreading like anything. Keeping that in mind, the governments both at the center and state level, reducing or minimizing these freebies, must focus more on health sector and then provide more to the needy people so that they get timely treatment. My dear friends, this public-private partnership can also help scale innovations while keeping costs manageable. Public-private partnership is also equally important. If you do not do it, you will not be able to get the required capital. The airports across the India, you might have seen Delhi airport, you might have seen Hyderabad airport. The Chennai, of course, they were hesitating initially. The public-private partnership in various sectors, it is getting wonderful results. That is one way of mobilizing resources in this sector also. Health sector, education sector, as I was trying to stress, both are very, very, very important for the future of this nation. My dear sisters and brothers, I have always said, patient-centric healthcare system must prioritize the needs, dignity and convenience of individuals. Community health workers can act as a vital link between modern healthcare systems and rural populations, building trust and awareness. So it is very important for the medical people, professional people, first, how to prevent a disease. You must interact. I often suggest that on Saturday, Sunday, second Saturday, leave it to your family. Sunday, go to a nearby slum, go to a nearby village, go to a nearby cluster, and then try to educate the people about the preventive methods. This is very important now. It must happen because we have a huge population, 143 crore population. As I said, 55% live in the rural areas. In the cities also we have certain slums, though India is developing and it's competing. But at the same time, these are realities. Keeping that in mind, we must take educative program. We must educate people, particularly poorer people, about the need to prevent diseases by taking needed health care. This is another important aspect I want to tell you. Then, my dear friends, this conferences like this, they must discuss, because you come together, exchange ideas. Exchange of ideas will always improve and come with new ideas and new technologies and new methods so that people can be benefited with this pooling of ideas. Pooling of ideas is always very useful because each one of you must be having some talent. Each one of our institutions also must have talent. If we exchange ideas will enhance your knowledge. That will ultimately benefit the people. So conferences like this are very useful, and that too with international participation, they will be more useful because the countries which are developed, they have new technologies, new ideas, new experiences. But the advantage for Indian doctors is we have vast experience because we treat number of people because of the population. And then we get across a lot of challenges. And then we come to know what are the remedies also because of the human population. So keeping that in mind, I hope our medical fraternity will take advantage of these conferences like this exchange ideas, and as I told you, as there is a huge divide between urban and rural healthcare systems, this gap needs to be bridged through the collective efforts of all of us. Collective efforts are needed. It is my firm conviction that experts from all wings of healthcare and industry must focus on delivering quality healthcare, affordable healthcare to the last man on the lowest rung of the socio-economic ladder. This is very important. CAHO, as a major consortium of healthcare organizations, is playing an important role, and it must further accelerate its efforts to promoting patient safety and quality improvement in healthcare systems. My dear friends, as I told you, treat this as a mission.